What happens if you're just going into retirement and the funds you've built up over the decades are dealt a serious blow? How do you think this affects the next 20 or 30 years of your retirement? Will it mean you run out of money sooner and are now reliant on the age pension? Or will it mean a reduced lifestyle, or perhaps you'll need to go back to work a few more years? All undesirable options. What I've just described is essentially what is referred to as sequencing risk. And it's the biggest risk your retirement portfolio faces, specifically when you're going into retirement. It's quite simply in the name, and it alludes to the sequence of returns. In other words, the order that you get your returns. In the accumulation phase, when you're building wealth, it doesn't matter what your sequence or order that your returns occur in. In fact, in the accumulation phase, a downturn can be an opportunity. But when you go into retirement, it is a very different story. This is because you're in the drawdown phase, so you're taking money out of your investments. And then if you get a market downturn on top of this, it exacerbates the downturn. You are forced to sell assets at a loss and you have no way of topping it up or the luxury of riding the downturn out. You might be starting here and expect your money to run out here at, say, age 90, but with poor returns early on, you're now starting here and your money might run out at 80, not 90. Now, it all sounds a bit scary and you might think an option is to just stick all my money into safe, conservative assets, but this could provide the same result, as you don't have any growth and the income is lower, meaning you'll have to eat into the balance sooner. Other strategies can include greater levels of diversification, but what assets and in what allocations do I invest them in? Bucket strategies can be effective, but in what proportion? And high-income direct shares can also be a part of the solution. But which ones? What strategy you implement really depends on your personal circumstances and what you are trying to achieve. The good news is we specialise in the design and management of retirement portfolios, and we can help you plan for this very scenario and manage it when it occurs.